do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. I'm starting to think that Cardi B was right. These people are doing anything for clout. Okay, I don't know if this lady was doing it for clout, but Scottie Pippen is getting sued by a side chick from 26 years ago.
The 1990s.
From the 1990s. Like, she sat up and calculated. She was, okay, first of all, let's talk about how Scottie Pippen was an old school pimp. Scottie had these women pay for the hotels, well, the flights. I don't even know if she paid for the hotels. She said she paid for flights and travels and all of her traveling expenses.
Right.
Did he ever pay for the hotel too?
Nah, she would come to his hotel.
Wow. And then, so now she wants to be reimbursed. She's like, I need to be getting reimbursed for all that money I spent. I ain't mad at
It's
her.
a special kind of pimping pull it off. Because if you can get you pull sugar daddies usually pay for everything, including the food, the flight, the travel, the car, and then buy you some diamonds and everything else. Pippen did none of that. He said, if you want to get here, you got to spend that money to get to see me.
And then he never gave her the money back.
No.
But wait a minute. After I hit the $6,000 mark, I would have been like, okay,
there's a pattern developing here.
When am I getting this back?
Yeah, and she wasn't that smart. Right?
After I hit the $1,000 mark, actually, if
Right.
it was, wait a minute. After I hit the $200 mark, let's just keep it 100.
Right. After the first trip, and then the second trip, you trying to plan to come, and you say, well, pay for your own flight again. You would think that she would have enough sense to be like, oh, no, I'm not doing that no more. If you want to see me, you need to come pay for me.
Right.
But that's a special kind of thirsty. She's thirsty.
She's thirsty. Is she thirsty, or is she 53 and looking at her finances differently, and now she's feeling like, you know what, I am entitled to get mine? Or is she just trying to make a name for herself? Because people could start doing interviews for her. You know, they're interviewing for everything now.
Everything.
Which one do you think? It's thirst
It's thirst.
or brokenness?
Nah, well, it's both. I think it's both. I think she's trying to come up on the ends. I think her pockets is low. And now, 26 years later, but I think that there's a statute of limitations. Like, how the hell can you come out and sue somebody now for something that happened in the early 1990s? Like, for real? 1993? It's 2000.
26 years. Scottie done got 4 kids.
Yeah.
To his
Married,
second wife.
Right. Married and divorced.
And divorce. And I mean, and now she's talking about $9,999.
And why did she do that?
Because at $10,000, she would have to pay taxes on the money. And she's taking him to small claims court where she's representing herself.
She a smart trick.
She's smart, but representing herself, she might lose.
Yeah.
Because you knew what the deal was. You went over there. Come on now.
Well, she figures that she should represent herself. She was the one that went ahead and bid and was being Scottie Pippen's trick on her own.
Every time you represent yourself, it just never worked out good.
Nah.
I learned that from going to court with my son's father.
Yeah, because you don't know the inside tricks of the trade. You don't know where you can get away with it and bend the law and get through the loopholes. She don't know all of that.
She gonna get all emotional because it was about her.
Yeah.
And I think she's just gonna lose. I mean, but guess what? Even if he decides to settle with her, which she's probably banking on him settling, then say he settles for $5,000, it's still a win. Say he settles for $2,500, that's probably rent for her for a month.
Right.
What she got to lose?
Nothing.
It probably was like $50 to file the claim.
Be a good trick. Get your money. Everybody
Scottie,
else is.
what are you gonna do about this? Are you gonna give her the money, Scottie, or are you gonna just keep rolling?
Well, at least he ain't got to worry about a wife because she divorced him, or he divorced
and
her.
his second wife, I thought she was trying to leave him. Wasn't she dating Future?
Yeah.
Right.
While they were married, so Pippen is no longer pimping. He's no longer a pimp. Pimp is no longer a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Because
Pippen got watching the kids playing daddy daycare.
Right.
He's getting pimped.
Right.
So
basically.
she probably figured like if Lars is able to pimp him.
Right.
Hey.
That's what's up.
I don't know.
All right, get your money, girl.
Get your money, girl. R. Kelly is still behind bars. Okay, guess what though? The lawyer that's defending R. Kelly, he is saying that the 20 tapes is absurd. Actually, no. The lawyer that's defending, that's not defending R. Kelly. He's actually somebody else's attorney. He's saying that it's absurd, and this is good for R. Kelly. He's saying it's absurd that there's 20 tapes when there are not 20 tapes. This fake news is not 20 people. All these people did not turn over the stuff, and whoever is reporting that needs to stop.
Well,
so that's a good thing, but the judge...
No, the response to that is, all they need is just one tape.
I know. Is it like, it's not 20, but it's 4?
Right. Who cares if it's 20 or 4 or 1? It only takes one bullet to kill someone. And it only takes one videotape that shows him playing with little girls to send him away for decades, if not for the rest of his life.
I know.
Because remember, he ain't just up for federal charges. This dude up for state charges, too. And those carry decades in jail as well if you get convicted of that. So you're talking about this dude may never see freedom again. You might have already seen R. Kelly free for the last time. We may never see him outside of a prison ever again.
Dang.
That's sober news right there. But he didn't serve his country, so he don't deserve all that.
Oh yeah, he didn't serve his country.
Right,
he served all right.
Right. He served little girls.
Oh,
maybe. Oops, I'm sorry. Allegedly. Yeah, just like age ain't nothing but a number.
But wait a minute. He told the judge, R. Kelly was so desperate to get out, he told the judge, like, I will not even talk to 18-year-old little girls. I will wear a home, whatever the thing
bracelet,
is, an ankle monitor.
Yeah, ankle bracelet, right.
They're like, he's not a flight risk because he doesn't have the money to travel. So his attorney is like, he's not going to go out of town. He's not going to go out of the country. He's broke. Oh, wait a minute. He getting ready to put a stop on that child support. I thought he paid her one lump sum.
Right. And then, on top of all that, his attorneys, R. Kelly said through his attorneys, I will even put those girls out of my luxury Trump Tower apartment. He said, I'll put them out. I will put them out.
Okay, come right here. So, you know it's crazy when they're sitting up saying that they will go ahead and they were saying we're going to be here forever. Like, they thought the rent was paid up, and apparently the rent was not paid up because he's like, I will kick them out. And what does that mean? What does that mean about their future? Is this the reason they started looking for real jobs? Because he said, look, y'all need to get some real work because y'all about to be put out.
Well, he can't pay for them anymore. He's broke. He can't make any money. And then number two, he just said, y'all need to get out, and that they are getting nothing in return for each have been violated at least 10 different ways all over their bodies by R. Kelly. And
they said that's their boyfriend.
Oh,
that's their man.
Oh, yeah.
And they stand by it.
Well, then he ain't standing by them. Because he told the judge, I will put them out if y'all let me go. And that's the reason why. That's probably the reason why they've been smelling this for a while. Why they're going out to Hollywood to get Hollywood agents and start acting and modeling and all that stuff. They might as well capitalize off their infamy right now because they ain't got no money coming in and they ain't got no access to the money. See, R. Kelly opened up a bank account for them, but there was an accountant who accounted for the money. That accountant bailed. He's gone. He's out of here. He said deuces.
So
he said deuces. So nobody got the money. No, he can't even get access. The girls can't even get access to their own money that R. Kelly opened up for them and saved for them.
Wow.
So they, you know what I'm saying? So
that is real foul for the accountant to get guns.
Right. So in a few months they
wait a minute, they might go live with the accountant. You know the way these girls roll
today. But they can't find him.
Oh, they might know where he at.
Right. Huh?
If they offer him a few little services, y'all need to be on social media telling that accountant and jumping in his DMs what y'all gonna do, because he know what y'all capable of.
Right.
He probably saw those videos.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm suggesting that you guys sell yourselves. I would never.
No, we would never do
suggest that.
No, we would never do that.
But in case of emergency, crack the glass.
Hey, a lot of girls said they wouldn't strip, and they on the pole now. So hey.
On the pole.
So
swinging.
Yeah. So y'all might have to do the pole. Y'all might have to do whatever. Y'all see, I got Hollywood agents.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know how they roll in Hollywood.
Wait a minute. Shantae is recruiting for season 2 Beyond the Pole. So if you guys get on the pole, then you can get on the show because she can help you get off the pole. But she's helping these girls with different resources to find employment. So that could be your end goal, you know? So hit me up, you guys, if y'all need PR, because R. Kelly's publicist has bounced.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take that. You and Aisha Curry, I'm willing to take both you guys on as clients.
No. That's Azriel and Joyce.
Azriel and Jocelyn.
Yeah, because
and Aisha.
No, Aisha.
I need Aisha to call me.
Aisha Curry is Steph Curry's wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
I need her to call me for PR services.
Why? What she need PR for?
What don't she need PR for? She's doing anything for clout. I gotta show her. Maybe she could fund you girls and be your agent. she can start an agency. I got ideas for everybody. So everybody just call me up because we can work this out. We can. Okay. ASAP Rocky is free. Go ASAP. It's your birthday. You got out of Sweden. Okay. Donald Trump is like really trying to take the credit. Like,
right.
Was he trying to take the credit when the Sweden people told him to beat it? No. But that's a trip. That's a real trip.
But yeah, they let him go because they probably know that they don't have a real case to convict him, and so they probably just let him go and said that he could stay out until the judgment. The judge comes up with the judgment next month.
Because can they use those videos in court? Honestly.
They did use the videos in court.
They did?
Yeah, they used them all.
So they didn't have a video showing him throwing a bottle?
No, they don't have.
Then he's good.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they let him go. And even if he does get convicted, would you go back to Stockholm? I would never go back to Sweden. No.
Never.
So
you don't need to do no concert. Okay, ASAP, listen to us. Because O.J. Simpson did it. He got back in more trouble, and we know they got him in jail.
Right.
Who else did it? They was scot-free, and then they went back and got it. R. Kelly.
Yeah, R. Kelly did it.
Exactly.
And your boy did it.
Which one?
What's his name? Apollo Nita.
Yeah, so just, you out of trouble. Don't go to Sweden.
Somewhere and sit down.
Don't do no concerts in Sweden. Don't be like, I'm good with the Swedes. Like, no, just stay out of Sweden.
Yeah.
Stay out of the country. And the next time, if your bodyguards want to do some shenanigans, do not help them. They are the help. Do not help the help, ASAP.
Hey, check it out.
You too classy for that.
Future didn't help his bodyguard. His bodyguard, as we say in a Chris Tucker voice, got knocked the F out.
Right, and when
he got knocked out.
2 Chainz went to LA and he saw them bloods chasing after him or whoever it was, he got ghosts. Remember? And they took his wallet and everything, and they was bragging about it, but he didn't sit around trying to fight nobody for it. Like, be smart, ASAP. Be smart. Right. I don't know where you're from. I know you're not from the ATL. I don't think he's from LA.
And he ain't from St. Louis because they don't like him there.
Right. So just find the place that loves you and that's gonna adore you and
stay there in those countries.
Stay there and don't fight with nobody.
Right. Don't even go back to the Scandinavian countries.
Don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go out of the country. Just take your passport and rip it up. Rip up the passport. No more out of the country for you. Because we need you, with all the smack you talk, to stay in the United States where people can get accessible to you that need to free you. Okay? Because that was a very expensive trip, and I hope you reimburse your mom for all that money she spent. And your mom was the most compelling part of you getting out. I hope you realize that. Stay with your mom. Move in with your mom.
Not according to Trump. Trump was the most compelling, if you ask him.
Yeah, your dad, Agent Orange.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, Kanye West. We have to give it up for the West family because they did intervene. That's what we should be giving it up to. If anybody should have been taken about, it should have been Kanye for stepping up to the table, and he didn't even do that because Donald Trump was too busy tweeting about it. And the little insensitive tweet, that wasn't nice.
No, but then again,
it was very cynical.
When have we ever heard of a good or positive Trump tweet? Never. So, no, we just shouldn't be surprised by now.
This just goes to show that people will do anything for clout.
Anything.
Who was the other clout chaser number 4 this week?
Oh, I thought it was your girl.
Was it Monique? Is she trying to get clout? Is that what it is?
Well, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's trying to get clout.
We don't know.
Or something's going on up here because the girl hasn't left alone these beefs with the same people that she's had for over a decade. I mean, Precious came out in 2008, and she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in 2009.
Monique,
it's 10 years later.
I love you, Mo. And Terry, I don't know how he feels about you.
Well,
but I just want you to be happy and move on, and I don't want you to make mention of this nasty situation anymore, and just move on with your life and not even in your comedy show.
Don't even speak on these people anymore. I mean, to get out there and have an interview this year talking about the fact that Lee Daniels lost Empire and Star.
That's where it started. She started talking about it.
Right. She started
saying it was karma.
Yeah. No. Well, basically, she said it was universal law, and that what you put into the
law
universe,
of attraction.
Right. What you put into the universe, you will get back. And so basically she's saying it is karma.
But we all know these shows come and these shows go.
And Empire lasted 6 years. That's more than the average show. That's more than that. That's a great
and
run.
guess what? Them people was getting paid on Empire.
And guess who got paid the most? Because he produced it and directed it.
Lee Daniels.
Lee Daniels. So
Stars was okay. It was alright.
It was alright.
I'm surprised it lasted. Honestly, as long as it did.
3 seasons. It lasted 3 seasons.
If Queen Latifah wasn't a part of it, it probably wouldn't have lasted. They tried to throw Brandy on the show, which probably why it ended a little early.
Right.
I mean, because Brandy has probably, you know what? I love Ray J, so I'm gonna leave Brandy out of it.
Well, she can't act, first of all. So I mean, she can't act, and there's nothing going on with her music career. She's no longer a viable brand.
And they added her to the show.
Yeah, and that's when you know you're desperate when you add somebody who's not really out there anymore, who can't produce what she did back in the 90s. Oh girl, that met you know that the show was on his last leg. It was on his deathbed. And
so I don't know how much karma had to do with that.
But here's the thing. It lasted 3 years.
It still lasted.
Empire got 6 years, so that's 9 years of big fat checks that Lee Daniels got.
Those was big fat checks. They wasn't those Parker checks.
No.
They was big fat checks, okay?
So to say that it's universal law, that's really foul.
And I think Taraji was kind of getting tired of it anyway.
No, she said she had a hard time getting up for the show to play because it takes a lot out of her to play that character.
To play that
sometimes
villain, just
right.
nasty.
Some people really getting so enmeshed in their character that they become that character. That's what they say about Denzel Washington. That's what they say about a lot of great actors. The problem is it's coming down from that. And we saw, as in the case of all...
Yeah, she didn't know how long it was going to last for her. And without Taraji, without Cookie, is there any Empire without Cookie?
No.
Because
Terrence Howard, while he can't act, cannot carry that show by himself without Cookie.
No. It started with her, and she brought him. So, go out with a bang. I say go out with your ding. Go out like Seinfeld.
And they got one more year, just like Power got one more year.
Word on the streets is that Wendy Williams show has one more year.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that is like I don't know what I would do. The Jerry O show, Jerry was good at filling in for Wendy. And that's good. See, you never know. When they ask you to fill in, do your best. Because now Jerry's about to get his own show that Wendy's producing.
What?
Yeah, so you know what's good? And this is how you know Wendy is a real friend. The Jerry O, he did such a good job at her show. She's going to produce his show. She's going to have his show come on next year before her show. And kind of introduce, build the audience up for it. So she's helping him get his show off the ground and get the people on it. And then I think she thinks he can do a good job of carrying on the baton. I think that's what she's doing.
Well, I will give Wendy this. She is an American success story, so I applaud her from rising to the top.
11 seasons is a lot.
Yeah, and I give her credit for that, but I really didn't like her. I despised her because she was the kind of person, and then you talk about universal law, this is karma, because she talked about such trash to people and denigrated people's lives and their marriages for so long,
right?
To only have it explode in her face in the final season. So it really is karma, and I never did like her for that.
I can't believe we saw her go to the sober house.
Right.
We saw her ankles swell. We saw her pass out on the stage.
We saw Kevin Hunter playing with his little trick, and they had a baby.
My God.
She even posted that the side chick even posted a photo of her and Kevin Hunter and thought it was funny.
Wow.
But Wendy came back and got that big car she came back and got that Porsche or whatever that she had that Kevin bought for her. She came back and snatched the trick out of her house, the condo.
But the fact that she had to do that, and the fact that the paparazzi was even following them, was following them around for like a year, and had pictures and everything. That's so embarrassing, especially if you have like a relationship that you feel like it's so you're presenting to the world like it's just so untouchable, and then you're crapping on everybody else's and their divorces and everything.
Right, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why she decided to end the show, because it's hard to basically tear apart other people's lives on TV.
How long can we talk about her divorce now?
Well, the thing is that I think that's one of the reasons why she's stopping the show, because it's hard to talk about other people's problems when you are suffering from the same problems. And
because now she's sympathetic, Wendy,
right?
And she's just like,
and it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Concerned, and we're like,
what makes the show?
Sympathetic Wendy?
Right. What made the show work for her and her audience? Because I didn't like her, but her audience, she had a vast audience.
I loved it.
Right. But what made it work was that she was unsympathetic. She was ruthless. She was sometimes she was even cruel to celebrities.
Yeah, ruthless record to Wendy Williams show.
Right. So now she's being a nice Wendy. It doesn't work. It don't work.
I know, Wendy, it doesn't work. And then now she's becoming friends with more people. You know what? We knew the show was going downhill when her and Black China linked up and became friends. And she's like, oh, Angela is my friend. She's a good person. And we're like, no, you're supposed to talk about Angela and Tokyo and how ratchet they are.
Because you're 55 and you're hanging around with a 25-year-old? Huh?
And we know China's like a daughter to you, but we don't want you partying with her. That's like Janet Jackson partying with Tiana Taylor. We don't see Janet Jackson and Tiana Taylor hanging out. Like, we don't see Janet hanging out with anyone. Like, Wendy, you were our Janet Jackson.
Right.
And, you know, we don't see you out in these streets. Now you Wendy in the city.
Right.
And now you're smiling and saying hello to people. Kevin never used to let people talk to you. I remember one time I tried to have my client talk to you, and you were in Atlanta, and Kevin was like, Wendy's not accepting hellos right now.
Well, that was his way of earning his check.
And we were like, I was very offended, Wendy. I was so excited to see you. You even gave me a shout out. Hey, Jonelle PR, the beginning of your show. And you guys were using my photos. I signed paperwork with the Wendy show. And then Kevin was just so mean. And now you're looking good, though. You're looking very much better without him. Maybe this comedy thing is going to...
No, she don't look good according to Bow Wow.
Oh.
Because Bow Wow body shamed her.
Was it Bow Wow and 50 Cent?
And 50 Cent. So she don't
let them keep body shaming you and talking about them ankles swelling and all that.
Well, Bow Wow had a problem because she criticized him because the fact that he said, I had Sierra first. And Bow Wow came back and said, your body is busted.
Wow. What did that have to do with him having... Bow Wow, you was rude and you did it for clout.
Basically.
You did it for clout.
He was real thirsty.
And you were rude.
As Rihanna said to a basketball...
And Sierra's winning right now.
Sierra is winning. Big time.
Winning.
Woo!
So you didn't need to talk about who you had first, because to me, that made you look bad because you wasn't able to
hold on to her.
You should have held on to her.
And obviously you didn't do the right things in other areas.
She wouldn't be... she actually wouldn't be winning right now if she... was with you instead of Russell, because Russell is the reason for the season.
Right.
He's winning off the field and on the field.
And he's a responsible person. He's not out there.
He's a good dad.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you're not a good dad, Bow Wow, because I'm sure you are. However.
But you can't be a broke good dad. You can't be a good dad if you're broke.
However. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
People do anything for clout.
Right. And he did that for clout.
You guys, tell us who the clout chasers are.
And then I thought the best response was the fact that she said nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Sierra said
She's
nothing.
so classy.
She
did the Beyonce. Have you ever heard Beyonce respond or clap back? Never. Never.
All those times that Kim Kardashian and Kanye were biting at her heels because they ain't playing with my children, or Kim Kardashian kept saying she don't want to hang out with me, she don't want to be my friend.
She's too classy.
Beyonce didn't even bother to ask.
Because guess what? She has clout.
Thank you.
And you know, to the young lady who dropped down in the comments last week and said they'll just sell anything on the video, we said that Jermaine Dupri has clout. We did not say that Jermaine is doing anything for clout. So if you would have listened to the whole video, we were very respectful of him because we love Jermaine Dupri. Jerry even said he was in line to be the next Berry Gordy. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. So I don't even know why you was like, oh, Jermaine never did anything bad. We never said, we will never badmouth Jermaine Dupri, okay? The father of hip-hop in Atlanta. And he's actually breaking people,
because I love Miss Mulatto. She's
and
a great
we love
artist.
that show. We love his little show on Lifetime that he's getting multi-millions for.
And we love the fact that he brought in Bow Wow as a producer, because we know Bow Wow didn't do that on his own.
Right, he's sticking to his same people, like the Brad, Bow Wow, his same crew, Michael Cox, Michael Cox. He's helping
the same people eat that he did back in the 90s.
Exactly.
And that's a good deal.
And those people need that.
Because now Bow Wow talking about, I am the producer. No, you're only on there because JD brought you in, boy.
Right.
So quit playing. Everybody can see past that.
Yeah, you know that's
Stop
your
playing,
dad.
Boy.
That's
Stop
your
playing.
dad, Bow Wow.
Stop fronting.
Him and Snoop are fathers to you. Respect your elders.
Yeah.
Respect them, Chef
Because
Boss.
I used to be a fan. You're a Buckeye. You're from Columbus, Ohio. You're from my state.
Bow Wow's from Columbus, Ohio?
Yeah, that's where he's born and raised.
I still like Bow Wow, though. He real cool.
Okay.
I interviewed him, and he was very cool, and he was very polite to me, and he kept it 100.
Of course, because he wants you to write good things about him. That's not a signification of being nice. Signification of being nice is not getting on stage and saying, I got that B first.
Oh, yeah.
With Sierra.
And then you called her B.
Right.
You was zoned for that.
Right.
Bow Wow, I want you, Shad Moss. And Shad Moss, Mr. CSI, I want you to issue an apology.
Right.
Because that was kind of dirty and low down.
Right.
It was a little bit hateful, and it did seem like you were trying to gain some clout and some clickbait.
Clickbait.
Yeah.
Off of Sierra.
Press.
Right. And Sierra wasn't having it because she didn't even bother to respond to it.
She don't have time for that.
Oh, speaking of clout chasing,
with the kids.
Candice Owens, the woman who used to support, who used to be against Donald Trump and is now supporting Donald Trump, she tried to offer a debate Cardi B.
Why did she do? Yeah, I saw that she put something on there because she's mad that she's rooting for Bernie.
Right.
Is that it?
Right.
Well, you know, Cardi B has her reasons of rooting for Bernie, and if she wants to support him, then hey, at least she is involved.
But here's the thing.
Cardi B said she was given the same political advice when she had crooked teeth. If y'all listen, she did not hop on the political bandwagon.
She's been in this for a minute.
Since her teeth was bad.
Right. She ain't new to this.
She ain't had like good teeth for like a long time.
Right.
So that's been a while since the bad teeth.
Right. So Candice, you're going to remain desert thirsty.
Candice, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it on Twitter. Like DM her, and it's freedom of speech, boo. Freedom of speech. So leave Cardi alone.
Right. And
we love Cardi.
Right. And what I loved about it is that Cardi also never responded.
Because Cardi don't have time for that.
Cardi got 50 million Instagram followers, and to Candice Owens, she has less than 1 million. So Cardi B has 50 times more Instagram followers, and she would be playing herself if she even responded to Candice. So Candice, stay in the desert, stay thirsty.
Oh,
deuces. Stop
doing anything for clout.
Right.
Like and subscribe. Drop down in the comments and let us know what clout chasers you want us to cover next week. This is JoJo in these streets,
and this is Terry Shropshire, former White House correspondent from the Buckeye State.
Peace. 2.